Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge. So this is a game that I was heavily anticipating before its release. As a kid, I grew up when arcades were still, they were still there, but they were starting to kind of phase out a bit, you know what I mean? Who do I play? You know what? I played as Raphael in my first playthrough, so we'll go as Michelangelo. But as I was saying, arcades were still getting fizzled out by the time that I was growing up, so I still got to at least experience some of the iconic games, and one of them being the Turtles arcade game, and ooh, I loved this game to death. Anytime I saw it, you already know this was one of the first ones I was running to. I also used to have a bunch of the arcade like TMNT games for the DS, and then I also loved Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time on the SNES. That game's a classic. That's actually the game that got me into this whole, I don't know what kind of genre it is, I don't know what it's called, but like the pixel art combat games like TMNT and Streets of Rage. The game is pretty basic, but like at the same time, it's kind of in depth. It's not Dark Souls in depth by any chance, but there's a lot of different combos you can do, different attacks enemies do, and different ways to counter them, and certain ways you gotta take out different enemies. It's not too complicated. It's like just enough, you know what I mean? And it's always like extremely satisfying. Like I said, I've only got to experience this game as Raph so far, and I love Mikey, dude. He is so quick with his little nunchucks. I'm getting my ass kicked right now because I'm like forgetting to dodge. As soon as this game came out, oh my god, my glasses. On the day this game came out, I beat it twice in that day. I played it on the normal difficulty, and then I went back through and beat it on the hardest difficulty, and it was a blast both times. I loved playing it the most on the hardest difficulty. I had to focus up real hard. Like, it got pretty challenging, and I had to make sure, like, going throughout the stages, I got hit as little as possible and just saved as much as my health as I could until I got to the next pizza. But it was so challenging, yet so much fun. I loved it. This is my favorite move. If you get real close, you grab them, and then you can just throw them right into the screen. It's usually a one-hit on most enemies, but it's not too overpowered because obviously as you're getting close, a bunch of enemies can still swing on you. Ooh, almost forgot to do this. There you go. There's a bunch of secrets in the stages. You'll see things like that, like random banging doors and shaking boxes and other things you can break that reveal secrets, and I'm not exactly sure what they do. There was a bunch of things on the map where characters that you meet will be like, hey, bring it to my spot on the map and I'll give you rewards. I never actually got around to doing that. That could actually be helpful, and there may have been something that they've given me that would have made my experience even easier. But yeah, this game is just 16 levels. Each one's about 5 minutes long, so really you can, I mean, the last couple levels are a bit longer, more like 10 to 15 minutes, so the game can take you anywhere from like 2 to 3 hours, I'd say, but it's a blast the whole way through. Even if this isn't your type of game, it's done so well in the modern lens that I feel like even if you've never been into these games before, or if you just I've never tried them but think it could be up your alley, that I would say try it out. I know this video seems more informative rather than like entertainment based like most of them, but it's just because this is more of a niche game and I know not many people are familiar with these, and most people that watch my content are into more modern games, so I like just kind of showing you guys what's out there. Because I was there when like the PS2 and all that was in its prime, and the arcades were still around like I was saying, and the DS was just coming out like that era. But now we have like the Xbox One era, and there could even be kids where the Series X and PS5 will be their first console. In fact, there will be kids like that, which just blows my mind, because for me this is the third or fourth generation that I've been alive for now. Grab and throw them at the screen. It's never gonna get old. I've done it so many times at this point in my repeated playthroughs, and it just, I don't get sick of it. And then there's other moves you can do when you grab them. You can throw them around and stuff like that. And but yeah, this one, that one's probably one of my favorites too. We just pick them and do that Hulk thing. Give me the pizza. Let's start a debate in the comments. Is pineapple good on pizza? Yes or no? Oh no. Oh, okay. Thank God. I changed my language by accident when I went into the settings. That scared me really bad. I thought I just messed up my game permanently. I know I'm Asian, but I can't read that stuff, man. Those title cards kind of remind me of Borderlands, like when they introduce their bosses. I know I'm getting my ass beat in this video. I'm just trying to have it chill. I don't feel like sweat my ass off. I already do that enough in my Call of Duty videos. And hell, even if you're not into these games, like even if you're not a TMNT fan, even if you're not a fan of these games, again, I think this game is worth it. And again, it's not a huge time commitment. It's on Game Pass. It takes like 2 hours to beat, so you really have nothing to lose. They have a great arsenal of villains in this game too. They got like Bebop and Rocksteady, Krang, obviously Shredder, and then the final boss, I won't spoil, but it's freaking epic. And then you fight like dinosaurs at some point. Wow, my controller died just in time for us to clear the stage. Okay, I found a cord for my controller. While I'm thinking of it, let's go ahead and go to one of these things I was talking about, because I honestly don't know what they give you. Okay, 100 points. Okay, so it gave me 100 points for doing that, but what are those 100 points for? Or is it to level up my character? One of my favorite bits in the game is right here. After stage 12, you go to like this alternate dimension or whatever looking thing. These are probably the highlights of the game. Random side note to throw in at the end of the video here. Where are you at? Bug Snacks. Even if you watch the trailers and you're thinking, dude, that's a kid game. No. Play it. Through the whole experience, you're going to think it's a kid game, but wait until you get to the end. All I'm going to say. Yeah, I just finished Bug Snacks this morning, and that is one of the first games I actually cried. I cried because I did not want it to end. At the end, I looked at all my friends, and it was like that scene from Star Wars where it's like, I just want to see my friends one more time, or I just want to have one last look at them. That's how I felt at the end of Bug Snacks, man. And they set it up perfectly. I'm not going to spoil any more of it, but seriously, play Bug Snacks. It is also on Game Pass, and it's maybe 6 hours long, 7. Anyways, that's gonna do it for me, guys. As always, a shout out to the patrons, comments, Fav Grandma, and Lil Bootytap. I know this video was a bit shorter, but I just wanted to show off a game that I'm in love with that normally only appeals to a niche audience, and just try to, you know, get it out to some more people, because I know this game isn't gonna be like massively popular as it is, but I just like to show off what games I'm interested in, and hopefully turn you guys on to them. Hopefully I'll see you guys back here tomorrow at 7. Thank you for watching. Hope you have an amazing day. Stay beautiful. Peace.